Good morning, students. Last class we will discuss about the classification of embedded systems. Among those for classifications, we already learned about these 4 types of classifications which will come under performance and functional requirements of embedded system. Let's go through briefly we will go through this. First one is stand-alone embedded systems, which will useful for any one particular application. For example, I'll consider this iPad. This is an example for standalone embedded system. Usually this will be performing only playing any one of the audio file. That audio file may be a song, that audio file may be a song or audio recording, or any speech signal, any type of audio signal can be played by this particular device. Means this is useful only for specific application. Only for specific application. Next one is real-time embedded systems. Means these type of embedded systems will work in real-time basis. Means in our regular scenario basis. For example, I am considering one example as this is your traffic signal. So for example, whenever you are observing any 4-road junction which is connected to highways, they will provide 60 seconds, 60 seconds. But if it is connected with any other service roads, they will give 45 seconds and 45 seconds. Once the timer is switched on in green light for 60 seconds, then after completion of those 60 seconds, it will come to red light when it reaches 0. Means it will strictly works on based on timing domain. Once it crosses 60 seconds, then it's obviously the performance of that particular light should be turned off, or it may be turned on. Next one is network based embedded systems. Here I will consider one example as this one. We used to call it as swiping machines. For example, if I consider these swiping machines, I am considering one HDFC bank. So he is the server and he will produce 100 number of swiping machines, and he released those 100 swiping machines into the market. Then for example, I'll consider one petrol bunk or supermarket. I went to some supermarket and I have purchased some goods or groceries whichever required for my house. Then I just swiped my SBI ATM card in this HDFC swiping machine. Then in my ATM there is a chip. Based on this chip, I'll get one ID. We used to call as customer identification number. It will be available when the ATM has been issued for you. Then that particular ID basis, this card has to be readed, and based on that, it will check whether the sufficient amount is available in this particular ATM or not. And this will work under server basis. Means all the swiping machines are works under HDFC only. And next one is mobile embedded systems. The name itself, it is indicating mobile embedded system means you can carry the device like your smartphone. So I'll consider this as your example. It's like our CC camera. If any one of the CC camera has been fixed in your house, that particular CC camera can be operated by using your smartphone mobile, which is should be a smartphone. Means smartphone itself, it is an embedded system, and camera itself, it is an embedded system, and both are combinedly working as embedded systems applications. Next one, we will discuss about of integration basis. Here we have small scale embedded systems. The name it is small scale embedded system means they will use only 8-bit or 16-bit or both of them. These two processors which are supported by processors which are supported for 8-bit and 16-bit processors. Those type of processors will support small scale embedded systems. And this is, along with these processors, I may need one RAM, random access memory, to access the information, and one ROM, read only memory. We used to call it as hard disk to storage our information. If processor having 8 to 16 bits and RAM and ROM, which will act as hard disk. If we collide these three components, then you can implement small scale embedded systems. For two examples are washing machine and central locking system, or else door lock system. This door lock can be either swipe your ID card, or lock can be secret code. Any one of either secret code or swiping of your machine, means it has to read the barcode in your swipe card, and then secret code you usually used to put one mobile passwords, 4-digit or 5-digit or 8 digits. That type of secret codes can be used, or else swiping cards can be used. And the next one is medium scale embedded systems. While we are comparing with the small scale embedded systems, there we are using 8 and 16. But if it is in a medium scale embedded system, we will use 16-bit or 32-bit processors, to support executing tasks by that particular processor is RAM, and the actions performed by the processor and supported by the RAM has to store in ROM, that is hard disk. If you are implementing any one of the device with 16-bit plus a 16-bit or 32-bit processors and RAM and hard disk with software plus software, then we used to call it as an embedded system. And we have examples of iPads. So usually iPad having one processor. For example, I'll use Jelly Bean. Plus it is having OS, operating systems, plus having 8 GB RAM, plus having 64 GB hard disk or internal storage elements. If any system having one processor, OS and RAM with hard disk, if any one of the system is manufacturing by using these 4 elements, then that particular system can be example of medium scale. But only the thing is, it has to support 16 or 32 bits. And the last one is sophisticated or complex embedded systems. Complex embedded system, the name itself, it is indicating it will support for more complex systems rather than 8-bit or 16-bit or 32-bit. We are not using here 8-bit and 16-bit. While we are comparing with the small scale and medium scale embedded systems, complex embedded systems will operate very speed. And the comparison between small scale and medium scale and complex embedded systems is only speed of operation. Speed of operation. And the best examples are, this is your Wi-Fi router. Most of the houses will have this internet facility either from government or corporate sectors. And this having one embedded system, for that also it needs one RAM and ROM and processor. Thank you.